Cx1DJs, we do things different podcasts. Are y'all ready, baby? We got the hot ass show tonight. We got Industry Sunday. Yes, we got not Industry Sunday. I'm tripping. Untold Stories. I'm thinking about Industry Sunday. We're gonna be bringing that back as well. Untold Stories with Miami's own Young Miami, and it's gonna be a movie tonight, yo. We getting Instagram up. Instagram is always the live feed that takes forever to come on live. All right, we got it up. Click out of that. Shout out to everybody who's checking it on the check in. I'm gonna get everybody in. And shout out to Punkafoot, my new producer, and one of the producers. And we are bringing Punkafoot back, and she's here now. Shout out to Punkafoot, the Panty Girl. Now let's talk about. And shout out to Apple Music and Apple Podcasts and iHeart Media. Definitely shout out to iHeart Media. Shout out to my coach from iHeart Media, Chad. So we're gonna get into it. I think my camera's too. Hold on. Let me see. Punkafoot, producer. I gotta call my producer real quick. Get this camera right. Shout out to everybody who's checking in. Producer. Shout out to everybody. You back on? We got you back on payroll. Move that just a little bit over the camera, slightly, just a little this way. Okay, bring it up this way towards me. So now you bring it up, please. Back it up towards you, the camera. Towards you, back the camera, please. All right, that's fine. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. You got it. What are you doing? It's pointing. Just move the camera, not the stick. Just no, the camera. The camera. This way. That way now. A little more that way. All right, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm gonna stay my butt over here. But anyway, we definitely get everything right in the studio. All right, CX1DJs, we do things different podcasts. We got the Young Miami shows kicking off right now. I want everybody to understand this. In this music industry, you got your pros and cons, you got your supporters, you got non-supporters, you got people that's gonna come and support you when you pop in. Honestly, them kind of people you want to stay away from. When they only come around when you popping, you don't need them. Really, you don't need them. When you're already popping, you don't need them. I gotta get comfortable. Hold on, y'all, because I'm not comfortable, and I got an hour in here, so let me get comfortable. So when you not popping and everybody wanna rock with you, I gotta get this right too. Then that to me is some bullshit because if they call your friend, they should be rocking with you when you don't got shit going on. And we're gonna talk about the Young Miami situation because she know a lot about what I'm talking about. And shout out to Miami, shout out to everybody. She got the new single. She got the producer. I'm out of my drink. Shout out to everybody that's checking in on check-in, and I appreciate everybody that fucks with DJButterrock and fucks with the brand and fucks with everything I'm doing and everything I got coming up. And shout out to TCAP. Producer! I love my producer though. I'm gonna be nice. Producer! Producer! See, this is why everybody said don't fire my producer, but I don't know what we're gonna do. I need. Can you pull us up with some drinks? No, you put it in here. You don't gotta put no more. You don't gotta put no. Watch the camera. You gotta watch what you're doing. You gotta knock everything down, and we gotta start it all over. Pull it up with Kool Aid. Yeah, yeah. So I shout out to my producer. She's working hard, and we gotta definitely shout out to Punkafoot. Let me see. Let me see if I go this way. Yeah, all right, all right, all right. I think it's my stupid ass. It ain't my producer. It's me. Me got to get my shit together. Me. Oh yeah, there we go. Hold on, hold on, hold on. All right, all right. I gotta learn how to the camera angle. All right, all right. Let me move the mic this way. All right, all right. Okay, all right. All right. Okay. Let me get it together. I'm in a whole new studio. Damn, I gotta lose weight. I gotta get in the goddamn gym. I got to get in the gym. But anyway, for people that's on Apple Music and Apple Podcasts and all the other digital podcasts. Hold on for a minute. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, definitely we in a new studio, but it's kind of tight in here, so I can definitely make sure I fix that problem for Sunday. Now I won't leak out who we got for Sunday. This Sunday we have no Untold stories tomorrow, so we're gonna be doing we have a whole lot of videos to promote because we've been doing so much shit. Nobody's gonna be outbeating the CX1DJs. We constantly working. No one's gonna outbeat our grind. No one's gonna outbeat our hustle. It's impossible to outbeat a motherfucker that's working. Now, you gotta go around that way. You're gonna drop it. No, go around. What are you doing? Oh God! Just set it there, please, please, please. You like almost spilled that shit. I mean, I got it. Thank you. Oh, oh my God. Woo. Anyway, you can't make this shit up. Um, like I said, we have no one. No one's gonna outbeat us, and we're gonna continue to have our stream live. No sound cancellation. We keeping it raw. If the producer fucking up, you're gonna know the producer fucked up. The reality, we do things different. We're gonna keep that model 10 toes down. We're not changing it. We're not trying to get at an hour. I'm trying to show my jury. I paid a lot of money for this. We're not trying to get out of that lane, and we are not. I'm gonna tell you what I noticed. A lot of motherfuckers support you, and I'm gonna shout out to T Cap because this is my ride and die nigga right here. I'm gonna need a ride and die nigga. That's what the T Cap know. I know motherfuckers like, yo, we ain't gonna fuck with nigga. You gonna be undeniable, gotta fuck with us because we got the bag and we doing it organically. Then we're gonna drop the bag on the marketing and promotion. But as actually, this is what I'm doing. I'm making sure we drop the right video. You don't just put money behind all your videos. That's you go broke. Even if you got tens of millions of dollars, even if you're a smart hustler, you don't start spending money on marketing. You got to really pick the one video that you want to fuck with, and the one artist that you think you did a story on. We got so many different stories we're gonna be doing. The one artist you want to do a story on that's gonna actually show love and support. And I tell people, I'm only goddamn. Let me post online real quick. I'm only goddamn showing love to the motherfuckers that's been here every day. Like T Cap been here every day. He get off of work, he jump online, he's here, man. He knows the brand. Shout out to Chad, my coach, and shout out to everybody that really here that's on time. We big on time. I don't care if people show up late or whatever, as long as you here on time. So let me go ahead and do this real quick. Let me do this real quick. I don't know what is that right there. I ain't even gonna complain about that one. I'm reading something, y'all. So this is what shout out to DJ Money. So this is where we at. I appreciate everybody that really rocks with DJ Butterrock. And everybody that listens to the show understand we are got a live feed that's going on Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook. Not Facebook, X and Instagram and YouTube. So if you want to really look at the video, you got to go to YouTube and look at the video or Spotify, streaming live. So before we get into the show, because I got a couple of people I got to text to get them on here. I want to really get to something. You have to really support those that's coming up in this chain. It could start off with nobody on the live. When you're doing a live, my coach is going to start doing a YouTube schedule. So YouTube could push this out to all our subscribers to get on here. Friday, we only, Friday people be out doing their own thing. People don't be online. But who gives a fuck? We got a date. We got to do it. So Young Miami, a lot of people it was really hard on Young Miami. Let's get into it. I gotta text Young Miami people real quick. Hold on, y'all. So while I'm doing this, I'm trying to talk while I'm texting it. So young Miami pretty much, I think really I I think really got the bad deal when Puffy got into trouble. And I think she should be blamed for nothing no one else did. So if you support Young Miami, you should support her all around. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. We are doing a special on Puff Daddy and Bad Boy very soon, real soon. But it's gonna be in the light of the iconic producer and record mogul he is. Personally, I'm a still Puff Daddy fan. Of course, I don't agree with everything anybody do, but that's not me to judge Puffy, Diddy, Sean Combs. That I will never do that because I got my own shit I'm dealing with, far as in trying to keep the lights on in my house. So shit, why would I judge another man, whatever he had going on? That ain't my ride. That ain't my deal. That's God and him, and whatever situation he got to deal with. Because in life, it's always paths. You got to go through paths. And if it was his path to go through what he's going through now and got to go to jail, prison, feds, and all that, catch a charge and be on a sex offender list and all the other shit he got to go through for the shit he went through with Cassidy. And when we do the Puffy thing, I'm gonna give my opinion on the Cassidy and Puffy thing. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's gonna be a real good show. And that's gonna be over an hour. So y'all make sure y'all get ready with it. It's gonna be highly promoted. And we already got the clearance from that. We're gonna try to get his son Christian on here and Justin and all of them on to support it because it's gonna be positive. It's not gonna be a negative show. So we're gonna try to get the Bad Boy team behind it. We still love all. If we did an Untold story on you, we still support your music. That don't mean we ain't gonna do. We not biased at Cx1DJs. We're gonna do multiple shows on multiple people. It's not just gonna be one person because it's gonna be multiple shows on multiple people. So let me say this real quick. Shout out to TCAP. Shout out to Punkinfoot. I got to give my shout outs before I start the show. Shout out to Julia Simmons. Shout out to Miss Wilson. Shout out to Troy Rollers. Shout out to so who I'm missing because I miss some people. They DM me. It's like, yo, nigga, you ain't even shot me out. Shout out to who am I missing? Julia Simmons, Troy Wallace, Bill Watson. I forgot Bill Watson yesterday. He said, how the fuck you forget me? And I'm one of the investors. So like, goddamn. Today's show, and I got to plug in the sponsor. Today's show is sponsored by Jones Graphics T-shirt printing. You need any T-shirts printed. We could do small orders, big orders, all brands from Bella Cameras, Gildan, Polo, Nike. We have all the name brands. Make sure you visit the website, and that's Jones Graphics 404.com. It's Jones Graphics 404.com. It's Jones Graphics 404.com. That's our official sponsor for the Cx1DJs. We do things different podcasts. So let's get into the young Miami shit. All right, so Puffy pretty much was with Cassidy. So Puffy do go hand in hand with this story, unfortunately. Well, it ain't unfortunately. It is what it is. So Puffy was with Cassidy, and then they I guess they was having a on and off shit or whatever they was doing, and he met the beautiful Young Miami. Now this what I ask everybody, being we doing an Untold story on Young Miami. When we do, if you're not familiar with the Untold stories of any artist, actor, it's going to be more than just music artists, mobiles in the industry. If you're familiar with how we do this program, you need to know it's educational. Number one, it's informational. That's number two. So when Young Miami caught her Fed charge, guess who was there? And I'm not gonna break down what she got arrested for or whatever the case may be. Hun, the other member from City Girls, LT. That ain't my job to do that, and I'm not gonna do that. But I will say this. Let's get into the history of young Miami, and we're gonna do this right now. All right, I got the email from Julia Simmons. That's what I was waiting on. All right, so let's get this straight. I said LT. It's JT. Excuse me. I'm thinking about LT up to speed. Got to T Calvin. That's an LT. JT. All right, now let's get it straight. I got to correct myself before I get fired. So City Girls started in 2017. All right, with Young Miami and JT. All right, they got on the scene. Hot Girl Summer. Megan Thee Stallion. It was very dope. That was the with the feature from Megan. Actually, to me, it was the remix with City Girls on it, and it pretty much you thought it was a Megan song, then you thought it was a City Girl song. So really, it's City Girls, Young Miami, Megan Thee Stallion. There you go. And then the R&B singer. So they got on the scene in 2017. City Girls was a dope ass group signed to uh the label P. Y'all know the P. Quality Control. I don't want to P. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, P. Quality signed to Quality Control. All right, so let's talk about it. The City Girl situation with Quality Control went crazy when a lot of the members saying they wasn't getting paid by Quality Control. Food sponsored by Wingstop. I don't know if Rick Ross owned this one, but it's a billion. Bring Wingstops out this motherfucker. Mm. So let me drop some untold shit that you out there know. So everybody, when City Girls was in total effect, it was always about who's getting paid the most, who stand out the most. It was more about that in City Girls. So it was a competition between Young Miami and JT. If I say LT, I'm thinking about the other person that's signed to TCAP. So let me get it together. So JT and Young Miami was back and forth for who was the baddest bitch. Now, how many people know that Trina from Miami? I'm gonna call it the Miami Madam. All right, from Slip and Slide had a lot to do with Young Miami and LJT. All right. LTJT sound like for some fucking reason. Yeah, so JT. So JT broke out on some gangster shit. Both of them was on some gangster shit. JT caught a charge. Young Miami caught a charge. Unfortunately, JT went to prison. So when Young Miami caught her job, her little fat thing, guess who was there to help her out financially? Untold Stories. Cx1DJs. We do things different. Untold Stories. Guess who was there to help her out financially? Puff Daddy got the Hummer for the summer. Puffy. Who the fuck you think? Who the fuck you think came and helped out? Puffy gave her a situation with Revolt TV because he had the power. He was the mobile. Puffy did everything possible for Young Miami because she carried herself as a soldier. See, I tell that person, a man's gonna treat you, a man and a female is gonna treat you how you want them to treat you. So if you come in like a weak fucking puppy and you the motherfucker that's don't have a mind of your own and you don't know how to be a boss bitch or a boss nigga, then you will be treated like that. But you command your respect and you command what you ain't gonna do. See, Young Miami told that nigga straight up, hey motherfucker, I ain't Cassidy. You ain't doing this to me. So salute to Young Miami. So the people be saying that Young Miami came all she turned up and Puffy treated her different than she did treated Cassidy. See, I want to leak out the thing we doing on Bad Boy because actually I've been working on the Bad Boy thing for 2 months. I just don't talk about it. Like my boy T-Cap said, Butterrock, I don't tell everything I'm doing. Like I had the story with Future because I got to keep it for the content for the show so we can get views once we start rolling. So shout out to T-Cap. It's a lot of stories I ain't tell you, T-Cap, that we're going to get into on this, so we could get monetized. And it's all true stories. So shout out to my producers. Shout out to my coach. My coach, Chad from iHeartMedia. That motherfucker is bad. He know everybody in the industry, deal with all the PRs, managers. So the people I don't know or Julia Simmons don't know, we going to get to teach. So one thing about us, you motherfuckers could constantly hate on DJButterrock and the Cx1DJs, but guess what, motherfuckers? We are plugged the fuck in. I don't give a fuck if it's 2.5 motherfuckers watching. We plugged in. And when people go back when they get time to look at all our videos, you will hear real true stories, real untold stories, shit that nobody know but us. And it's really, we don't never say allegedly in none of our shit. So if we don't say allegedly, we ain't getting sued. We got receipts. We got back. We don't need receipts. We got the record. We got the motherfuckers that gave us the shit that was point blank there. Because Butterrock ain't opened his mouth about nobody unless I have the shit in the email to prove where I got my shit from. And I went over the documents to make sure everything that come out my fucking mouth is A1 from day one. And I try to do shit that I know. I met Young Miami in Atlanta when she was doing back in 2017. And one thing about me, you got to catch up because I'm going to be bouncing back all over the place, but it's always going to lead to the same place. When you bounce here and go there and there, as long as you come back to where you're supposed to be at, that makes the show fire. And that makes a motherfucker, excuse me, this goddamn mic. Excuse me. I got a tripod here that's just it's crazy as fuck. But I don't give a fuck. We live. Uncut show. It's uncut. It's explicit. And we got the top notch shit. And we ain't got their editing. We ain't got no time for edit. We go on to the next one. This is a podcast. This ain't no we shooting a motion picture, nigga. This is a talking, no music podcast. You might hear a snippet of some shit, but this is straight talking, baby. To my voice, so all you ladies that listen to my podcast, so you got to understand something. This is what people don't understand. YouTube is just one platform. We on 800 and counting platforms for this podcast. So if you haters think it's just if YouTube ain't popping, we on 800 and counting podcasts platforms. Don't ever forget that. And TCAP, I want you to know that too. So if thing and DJ Money. So I think DJ Money went to sleep, but went somewhere else. Anyway, DJ Money, you left or where you at, DJ Money? Or is that TCAP? One of y'all niggas. But anyway, make a long story short. Make a long story short, I'm gonna say this. You have to demand who you are. You got to demand your respect. You got to demand that you ain't gonna sell for less. So I can't leak out the shit I'm doing with Puffy, but I'm gonna say this for Young Miami. She was a boss. She's a boss bitch. Always been a boss bitch. BITCH boss. And she wasn't doing what the next bitch was doing. So you have to level up when you have a person like that. You can't come half ass when you have a motherfucker that's a boss bitch. Yep. I guess DJ Money went somewhere else. So when you a boss bitch, you get to demand your respect. And I love T-Cat, man. That's a real nigga right there. I'm gonna remember this shit. This is what I tell a person when you out there and you out there. All right, Money, you back in. When you out there on the court, see YouTube is fucking up. So Money, you probably been here. It's just YouTube is tripping. When you on the court, and I'm gonna shout out to everybody. I'm gonna apologize if I say you wasn't on here. You on here? YouTube is tripping. I know I got people texting me saying they on here, but they don't show that they're on here. So let's understand this. I don't want nobody thinking that the numbers is right. The numbers ain't right on YouTube, y'all. It's niggas is on here, but it shows they not on here. I'm telling you, it's fucking crazy. That's some shit that I guess they have fixed one day. So I don't want nobody getting, thinking that we don't have people on YouTube. It's people on YouTube. We got right now for the Young Miami thing, no cap. We got 800 people watching on Roku, and that's good for a Friday. 800 motherfuckers watching it. That's good. All right, let's get back to the story. So when you somebody, you got to you have to boss up, and you have to make sure that you are definitely TCAP. Are you on here? You have to definitely TCAP. Give me a thumbs up if you on here, bro. You definitely have to understand this. You have to demand your respect. You have to demand that you are some shit you ain't not gonna do. You got to demand that you are definitely in the building doing what you have to do as a artist. So Money is on here, TCAP. All right, there you go, TCAP. I was wondering what the hell. All right, so this is what I want to tell everybody. I want you to listen to this. I want you to listen. When you start doing shit for a fetish and you think that you're gonna be someone's gonna marry you and have kids and shit like that. Only how that's gonna happen if you was already in that relationship and y'all got married, or you demand, motherfucker, if I'm gonna be doing this and that with other people, you marry me, motherfucker. This is some shit we doing together. But Puppy, he said, fuck no, nigga, you ain't married material. That's what he said to Cassidy. But he loved him some Young Miami. Young Miami would beat his ass and like, motherfucker, bitch, this is what we're gonna do. Puffy respected Young Miami. He leveled her the fuck up, like I said earlier. He gave her the platform on Revolt TV, her own fucking podcast. He brought her a Rolls Royce, true shit. Definitely put in a position when he knew he was going to have to deal with his charges. He separated himself. So let me give you another untold story that I got from sources. He told Young Miami that, hey, separate yourself from me. We're gonna, we cool, but I got this. I don't want this to tarnish your image. That's some real nigga shit. I fuck with Puffy for that. So when Young Miami was not at the court and she was implicated in a whole lot of shit. We all know that. But when she was in that court and people thought she was not supporting Puffy, Puffy told her to fall back because shit gets sticky. When you have a motherfucker to say, hey man, this shit about to get sticky, fall back. I don't give a fuck, don't come to court. I would have did the same shit. If shit getting sticky and I know a motherfucker I love, that I don't want them to be implicated in none of my shit. And you was different. You was you stand down for me. Why would you allow that individual to fuck up their career? And unfortunately, they still try to come for Young Miami, even though she had nothing to do with nothing Pit Diddy. She was there standing by his side, supporting him like everybody else was. Untold story. Cx1DJs. We do things different. Untold story of Young Miami. So when you got a motherfucker out here trying to stop your bag, you got all the haters. Keep in mind, Young Miami was out here doing her thing. A lot of bitches in Miami was jealous of Young Miami. This information I got from the haters in Miami. They hated on her. They clowned her. They, understand when you coming from the dirt, the bottom, and you come up, motherfuckers really don't want to see you come up. Trust me, I know. So if you don't know what a person been through to get where they is now, like Young Miami been through a lot of shit through my research. And I did a lot. We do the TMZ kind of research on people we bring on here, or any stories that we cover. We do that thorough research with about a team of reporters and journalists and street niggas. So Young Miami pretty much stopped a little bit when all this shit was going with P. Diddy. Then you have her not showing up, and that double-fied like she really didn't give a fuck about Puffy if he put her in place. Reality, Puffy told her to fall back. He said, yo, but here we got to play devil advocate. Once again, I got to give you my opinion. DJButterrock opinion. What I would have did that? No. If one of my people's going through some Fed shit, and we really like that, no, niggas, I need you here, nigga. No, don't fall. Your image gonna be fucked up with you were not fucking with me or without you fuck with me. You know why? Because you used to fuck with me, and you been by my side before I got into the shit. So I wouldn't, Puffy, I ain't gonna lie. Puffy, sometimes his moves is kind of stupid. I guess it was clad about drugs and shit, because I'm never gonna tell a motherfucker that fuck with me to fall back. No, you gonna fall back if you want to fall back. So some of that shit is cloudy. Now, we don't have 100% proof that Puffy told Young Miami to fall back. That came from Young Miami people, and Young Miami said Puffy, and a couple other sources. But Young Miami on some real boss woman shit, she like, yo, nigga, shit, I didn't know I was celebrating him like y'all was celebrating him. I really had nothing to do all that extra credential shit. According to Young Miami, that's what she said. Now, some of the, we got to get, what we do on the Untold Stories, it's to give roses. We giving Young Miami her flowers. Don't get it twisted. Trust. We giving her flowers, but we gotta also give what the critics are saying. They saying, no, you was in that shit, doing the same shit he was doing. You was a part of that shit, and you should have been crucified with this nigga. You was his in-house madam. But do I believe it? No, I don't know. I wasn't at none of the goddamn white parties, Diddy parties, or whatever they had going on in the closed room parties. I was not there. DJ Butterrock was not invited. If I was invited, would I came? Would I have went hell fucking yeah? Who wouldn't want to go to a Puff Daddy party? And I've been to a lot of certain parties with people over age, not under age. When I say over age, like 45, 60, the youngest is 38, shit like that. They was get busy. Like, let's get busy, y'all, that kind of shit. But everybody's up in age and know what the fuck they doing. So a lot of them parties still go on, and I don't see nobody locked up for that. So I think Puffy is in jail for parties. I think Karma came and got Puffy, but this ain't about Puffy, about Young Miami. So when you affiliate yourself with a person that got universal comma, so if you got some shit you did back in the damn early 80s, you never got chastised for that. You don't think that shit's gonna come back and get your ass. I tell everybody, karma always come back and knock on the fucking door if you know it or not. And shout out to everybody that's watching us on Instagram. The Instagram feed is different from the YouTube feed. That's crazy. I don't get it. Yeah, if you go live on one platform, it shows way different from the another platform. That's crazy as fuck. So I want to really big up everybody that's supporting me worldwide, because I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And covering these artists' careers and stories and shit that people don't know, it really is it's going to help the channel, and it's going to be, when people really look at it, they're going to understand that the direction that Cx1DJs is going in. So back to Young Miami. So yeah, I think she should have been in court. I think she should have been over there with Puffy mother and kids and all that other shit. When Cassidy was crucifying him, knowing damn well she had. I'm sorry, I don't agree with the Cassidy shit. I don't agree with her getting beat up in the hallway and all that extra shit. But this is my opinion. That was some backstabbing shit. I don't know if too many people could deal with Puffy Bender. And how can you really mentally deal with a whole bunch of your whole crew turning on you, knowing everybody had something to do with that? Young Miami was in the mix. She was there. But when you in the mix, you got to prove you was in the mix. And feds couldn't prove she was in the mix. But I believe Young Miami was doing her own little thing with Puffy privately. I don't think she had anything to do with no freak offs, none of that shit. Reality, I think Puffy and Young Miami did their own private shit. She wasn't with the 1,000 niggas and other niggas and strippers and sex workers. Young Miami wasn't with that shit. She'll tell you, hey, nigga, this pussy is you for yours, nigga. It's going to cost you. It ain't for 1,000 dicks. This ain't what we doing. She's a boss bitch. Boss bitches don't do that. 100 niggas can't fuck a boss bitch. One nigga can fuck a boss bitch. You can't have all these sex workers fucking a boss bitch because you fucking up the boss money. How can I continue to sell pussy or get this nigga to continue to pay on his pussy if everybody fucking the pussy? That shit don't turn into boss shit. That turn into some fucking bullshit. And it turns to an idiot that think they're satisfying a man. In reality, if that ain't your husband or fiance or somebody you're going to spend your life with, why the fuck would you do all that nasty shit to? If this is a person that you're going to make wifey and this is your fetish, I get it. I'm talking to all you girls that's out here doing certain shit to satisfy your man, a boyfriend, a pimp, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. When you look at it, and I got to make my words right on here. When you look at it, it's pretty much, I really believe Cassie loved Puffy, period. She was young. I believe she thought that it was going to be this, but I thought Puffy got turned off. See, the way I investigated a lot of this shit. I watched the 50 Cent shit, but before the 50 Cent shit, I'm 51 years old, about to be 52. I've been in this game, DJing, meeting. I met Puffy multiple times. That's why I can't wait to do the Untold Stories on Puffy. Even if I don't know if I'm gonna name it that. I'm waiting on my producers to find a name for this shit. Because it's gonna be crazy. It might be Untold Story. It might, why not? Fuck. So but we want to make it where his family and his estate will respect what we're gonna be doing. Because Untold Stories sound like, yo, nigga, you got some shit that we ain't know about Puffy. No, so they working on a different name for the Puffy thing. And it's gonna be an original series of Cx1DJs. We do things different podcasts only on YouTube. It'll be streaming only on YouTube and Spotify. And then all the other, well, it's gonna be streaming on a bunch of platforms, and then we're gonna distribute it. And we're gonna make sure it's celebrating Puffy. It's not gonna be what we're gonna be doing on Puffy is not something to tear him down. We're not here to tear nobody down, but we're gonna speak the truth while we giving you the story. So back to Young Miami, because I don't want to lose focus of this. Because this is, a lot of these shows we're gonna be doing is gonna be a lot of informational that I hope everybody really sit down and not, be bullshitting around. And actually I'm gonna be calling my vice president in a little bit. At 45 after TCAP, I'm gonna be calling you. So 45 after, I'm gonna be calling you. So give you your notes on what you think. I'm gonna ask you a couple of, being you the vice president, I'm gonna bring you in as a co-host tonight. Ask you a couple of questions. So TCAP, you gonna be ready at 45 when I call you? At 8:45? Put yes or no in the chat here. Yeah, I'm gonna give you. TCAP got a lot of insight on some shit, and he's the vice president of Cx1DJs. And from time to time, we're gonna bring him in and give his opinion, because I want everybody to have their opinion. TCAP is definitely qualified for that, and it'd be by phone call if he's free, because I know he's a busy man, and I just want to give him his opinion. And we're gonna be doing that time for time on Untold Stories with ID. We're gonna do it. All right. Well, we're gonna, so 8:45. Make sure you're in a quiet area, and I'm gonna call you. All right. So definitely, what I want to give to everybody. And don't worry, when I call her, when I call for money, it won't be video. It's just on the phone, and you give your opinion. And I check with you a day before to see if you want to do that. And that's for anybody that's part of Cx1DJs, to get everybody their voice heard on certain Untold Stories, so they could get exposure as well. It's not just about DJButterrock. Everybody can be my co-host. Long as you are part of Cx1DJs, long as you posting our podcast, long as you sending in mixes, if you anybody and you paying for your radio fee, yes, you definitely could be spotlighted on the Cx1DJs podcast. And we also got to tell y'all about something. We're gonna be doing Untold Stories on Punkerfoot, and that's gonna be a deep, 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 deep documentary. I can't wait to do that. That's gonna be awesome. We working on it now. So Punkerfoot, the Panty Girl, the CX1 and Entertainment artist, and we doing a full documentary on her, and it'll be on Untold Stories, and it's not gonna be no interview, y'all. It's gonna be more like how we doing this, and it's gonna be a documentary form. So it's gonna be a documentary on Punkerfoot life. That's gonna be crazy, and it will be, I will be hosting it, and we'll be here live, and we'll go through it just like we doing everybody else. We're going to be doing one on TCAP, but we're going to take our time doing it. We're not going to rush none of that shit. All right, so back to Young Miami. So I really believe that she presented herself to Pit Diddy when she was in a vulnerable state as in dealing with legal troubles, and then she was with the City Girls, and when pretty much the breakup of the City Girls, when they all separated, when JT went to jail, I said it right, JT went to prison, and Young Miami, her pretty self, was left out of here all by herself. And she fell in the arms of, she was still working with QC and quality control, but she, did songs with Lotto, anybody, was on a Billboard top Hot 100s, selling records, and she did a lot. She did a lot. Got my iPad here, reading the things from my PR, but then she signed a solo deal in 2021. Okay, she broke out and signed a solo deal and dropped a single in 2021. And that's when she pretty much broke off from the City Girls. It's hard to be in a group when the other members in prison, right? How the fuck are you gonna hold that down? So Young Miami went on her own and started doing her shit. Doing her shit with Megan Thee Stallion, doing her shit with Lotto, her own shit. And people like, Still like, yo, this bitch can't rap. I heard that shit a bunch of times. This bitch can't rap. Like, I like Young Miami. It was at a time that the internet had Trina and City Girls beefing with each other. And Trina, I tell you, we're gonna do a story on Trina as well. That she pretty much not sunned them, but she pretty much groomed as in artist development, like pretty much tell them girls from Miami how to do this. Hands down, Trina is the queen of Miami. She's the queen. You can't. Most of these young ladies that coming from Miami that's doing this music shit, 9 out of 10 they sound like Trina. If they don't sound like Trina, the fluent, the word, what's the word I'm looking for? The dedication to what Trina put into hip hop in Miami is definitely, I hear it on everybody that's coming from Miami. And if you listen to, when I listen to T, I said, damn, they sound like Trina. Sound like a young Trina. So you can't take the identification from Trina out of any of these young ladies that's coming from Miami. Trina still, and she would tell you, she have a big factor in the City Girls, JT, Young Miami. So you can't not give Trina her fucking props. Yeah. So let's talk about T. So her people sent me the record, I like, yeah, this is a dope ass record, but it's a breakout record. It's T is doing good. She's on her promo run pushing that single, and that was trending, that T thing. A couple other people started the clocking the T shit, and I heard a couple. Marco, Big Marco, he actually introduced it to a lot of people. And when I tell you, when you got a trend, shout out to Big Marco too out here, because he was used to be homeless and now he's doing his thing. You know, people try to clown him and shit, but I respect a person from the bottom that comes to the top. Never shit on a person. You never know where they're gonna be at. Big Marco is doing big things right now. Shout out to Big Marco. And Fendi the rapper. I like Fendi the artist, and Fendi the rapper. That's my homegirl too. You better clock that T, nigga. Yeah, I'm fucking with it. So everybody got, you got clock your T, you got T. I mean, I guess people could still use the same shit without getting sued. You know, it's T when you see, and Big Marco was doing that too. So I guess nobody can't trademark that clock and T shit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know Big Marco. I saw Big Marco out there, and he fucks with Young Miami, and Young Miami fucks with him. So we about to call T Cat real quick. All right, T Cat, we about to call you, my brother. Hope you ready to talk. Give your insight on this conversation of Young Miami and what you think about Young Miami and Puffy situation. I wanted you to give me your insight on it. So I'm about to call T Cap, the vice president of Cx1DJs, and we're gonna do it right now. We CX1DJs, we do things
Yo,
different podcast. All right, so TCAP, Vice President of CX1DJs, Carolina, everything. So just give me your insight, your personal, professional opinion, what you think about the Young Miami and the Puffy situation, as far as in how he treated her and how he treated Cassie. Your opinion.
I mean, you said it, bro. Like, it's all about like the way the woman come off. It's the way she present herself, how she come into the relationship and the situation. She came in there, Young Miami came in there as a boss. Like she was already bossed up, and and then, like you said, she probably wasn't with all the everybody else. She gave Puffy that attention like directly, bro. So that just put her on a different level, man.
So you totally agree, like when I was saying that she should have been at the trial, the public trial. Do you agree with that? Or you disagree? You think she should have been there?
I mean, to be 100 with you, bro, we know, man. We been, but nah, I respect what Puff did. That's the one thing I can say. I respect what Puff did because it definitely would have stopped her motion. So they would have crucified her even more. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially without him here to protect her and everything like that. He was really like, that's the one solid act I seen from that guy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely, from my research and talking to the the people behind the scenes, he definitely told her to step away. I'm gonna tell you someone else. I can't talk about it because that's gonna be on the Puffy thing. But a lot of people that he fucked with, he told them to stay away from him.
Yeah, that's solid, bro. That's solid. I mean, because for one thing, it's like, bro, how can I expect you to support me and you know what I'm saying, and look out for me in my time of need if I got you in the mix too? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
now I got you in the mix.
Yeah, unfortunately, the young Miami, her own words, y'all. She said she still was crucified of, why she wasn't there and she was affiliated with him. So she still had the heat on her ass when she was saying all she was doing was celebrating him like everybody else.
Yeah. See?
We're gonna get into that tonight as well. Yeah, so T-Cap, I appreciate you, my brother. You're the vice president of Cx1DJs, and we'll be time for time. We're gonna want your opinion, sir.
All right, appreciate you, brother. You know what it is. Cx1DJs, Carolina, everything, man. It's the family, the movement. We do things different. Salute.
Yeah, so that's T-Cap, y'all. And then, we time for time, we're gonna bring Cx1DJs on, somebody with status. We're gonna be bringing on Money. We'll contact Money and let me see if he want to come on here. I contact T-Cap earlier, making sure he was cool to get on here. I got to do this. I got to give Money the same respect. People got other shit going on behind the scenes, so I got to make sure because you can't have no noise in the background when you come on the podcast. You can't be on no earphones, no headset. You got to be straight on the phone. That's how we do it. So the Young Miami thing is she got the single out. I want everybody to go download that and go follow Young Miami. It's Young Miami 305 on Instagram, all social media. And understand this, Cx1DJs, we support Young Miami. We support all her music. We support what she's doing. We congratulate. We are giving you flowers, but there's always a conversation on top of them flowers. And we, the bringing to the part that we're gonna bring into this conference call, this podcast show. We do things different. Podcast, Untold Stories of Young Miami. We also do a good rollout. We let people know with the music, because some people say, I never know she was a rapper. I thought it was just JT. And when I promoted her and promoted the T record, they thought that was JT, y'all. And some people thought it was Trina, until I said, no, that's Young Miami. So everybody don't really know. You can hear the girls dancing off it and doing that, clocking their fingers, but you don't know who the song is to, the song. Like, even when I was coming up DJing, a lot of shit I hear on the radio, they using never. Back in the day when we were breaking records, they never said that name of the artist. You just hear their song until you actually be educated and start looking up who the fuck sing that record. Because there wasn't no damn Shazam back in the 80s and 90s. Even these young people, all they know is the song is dope. They thought that record that's going crazy, they thought that was NBA Youngboy. They didn't do their research and know that is not NBA Youngboy that sing that song. Oop, boop, boop. That ain't NBA Youngboy. I knew that. But a lot of young people thought that was NBA Youngboy. Because it sounded like NBA Youngboy. Like, people thought this song was Trina because it sounded like Trina. All right, so we're gonna go to the video part of this. Let me move this right here. This interview. And we're gonna say shout out to Quality Control, shout out to P, shout out to everybody from Quality Control, and we're gonna say shout out to everybody from Miami, because it's all about going to the next level. It's all about knowing your journey, and knowing your journey. Hold on for a minute, y'all. What the hell I'm doing? Knowing your journey and knowing what you got to do to get to your journey. Because a lot of people don't know what to do to get to their journey. So let's play this video and let's go.
That's a good angle. Ain't nobody on there, Brandon. He says 0 views. No, he got 27 followers. Oh, we're talking to ourselves. No, I know where you at. Outside at where outside getting drunk. What's up, boo? Thank you. What's up, boo? Yeah, I'm in Paris. It's Paris Fashion Week. And lately, I just been feeling like a fresh face. Like, you look pretty with all that makeup. Like, mama, you pretty with no makeup. So, this is my little calm look. I got my Louis bag. I got on some boots. I got on my Mugler Caprice, a little jacket, and fresh face, no makeup. Yeah. Okay. Give the girls a walk.
Birthday to you.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Miami. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. I met Diddy at P Party, and I met him when he was in a love era. And I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him and giving him his flowers while he was alive. Like he was getting the Global Icon Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Key to the City. He had a new album that was coming out. So I was celebrating him with the world. And I just feel like everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like, you was his biggest advocate. You was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him. So why am I being crucified, or why am I being separated?
Yo, that's crazy.
That's a good angle.
Ain't nobody on there, Brandon.
She said, why is she being crucified? Why is she being separated? So even though Puppy told her not to be around him, like I said earlier, and I want y'all to listen to this. Once you affiliate yourself, you're affiliated. So I understand what TCAP said, but once you affiliate, you're affiliated. So it's hard to separate yourself from a person you already affiliated with. Even though he said, yo, man, stay far away from me. But when you on Revolt TV, let me get this shit straight. I want y'all to listen to me, because I don't think y'all listening. Let me move the mic right here. When you on Revolt TV, up the power of P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, he gave you the platform. You think people forgot that he gave you the platform? So I understand he's telling her to stay away, but you already on the platform. You've been on the platform, even though he resigned once he got the charges and all that. But the people that he still put in place, man. And that's something you can't erase. You can't erase. You can't change history. And I hate when people, if you get in trouble, nigga, I still fuck with you. I ain't had nothing to do with that shit. Like Young Miami had nothing to do with the shit he was into. Everybody got a life. They got their private life and they got their industry life. The life that Young Miami lived with Puppy was an industry life. I noticed everything she did was boss move. Everything she did with him was some boss move shit. It was all about her career, how the fucking she elevated. And she fucking elevated. She made Puppy elevate her. Well, she command that respect because it was all business. I'm quite sure it was pleasure too, but we're not gonna get into nobody's bedroom. We're not gonna get into that. But what I saw, it was on black and white that everybody could see. It was business. Everything he did, he elevated her. Young Miami, to me, the level she's in is because of P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. She is a good worker. She's a good rapper. I like her rap skills, which everybody else try to say she cannot rap. And she's reaching, which I won't say that. You know, everybody got opinion. And everybody got haters, and everybody got, if they not on a level. Only time I tell a person, and you only got it, you could do this you could take it with a grain of salt. Only person that could judge you is somebody over you, but even a motherfucker over you could be hating on you. So really, you still do you listen to it, but you don't let it tear you down. If somebody say you can't rap, somebody say your podcast ain't doing shit, somebody say you can't dance, somebody say you ugly, you gotta only take that shit with a grain of salt. Because if you take it and you make it tear you down, you'll never accomplish shit. So, niggas hate on me every day. I don't give a fuck, nigga, because I know what God blessed me with. I know what I got, and I know what I could do, and I know how I could elevate people's lives. I could change, with the power of God, I could change people's lives. They got to be ready to change. Puffy had a position he could change everybody's life that he wanted to change. And I hate to say it, before I end this tonight, and we ended at a 9 on the dot. Before I end this tonight, I want to tell y'all, you have the power. I don't care where you at in life. From looking at the Young Miamis, looking at the all the artists I did Untold Stories on, you can change your life. Never had a person dictate how good you're going to do. Never had a person dictate if they support you or not. I have over 4,000 people watching on different platforms right now. But the platform I want people to go to, they're not there. So I'm not. But they could be here. YouTube is be fucking up. So I ain't. And I love YouTube, but some of their analytics is not right. It's not correct. And I emailed YouTube. My coach already told me don't stress the shit you can't see. I like that. I like that. He said he told me not to stress the shit I can't see. The shit you can't see, don't stress it. The shit you can't see, don't stress it. I like that. When somebody tell you not to stress the shit you can't see, I think that's some dope shit. He said, don't stress the shit you can't see. Stress the shit you can see. Like shit you can. That's why I'm glad I got a coach. He said, Butterrock, it's clear. The shit you can see, you not stressing. But you stressing the shit you can't see. Hey man, hold on, let me look at the camera right here because I'm looking at the monitor. That's some real ass shit. I got the best coach ever. This fucking mic is getting on my fucking nerves. I got the best coach ever. He said, don't stress the shit you can't not see. Stress the shit you can see. A lot of shit we see, we ain't stressing it. But we see the shit, but we ain't stressing it. That's nigga. My coach told me that today. I had a 3-hour meeting with my coach Chad from iHeartMedia out there in New York. A Zoom call. It was crazy. I think it was 10 o'clock a.m. today. It was crazy. As soon as I got to Jones Graphics, he hit me. Yo, you ready for the Zoom call? What I'm about to say? No, nigga, yes, I'm ready. Anything that could change you niggas' lives and my lives and anybody a part of Cx1DJs' life, I don't give a fuck if I just got in the door. I'm ready to change the situation of everybody that's fucking with me. Now, I will tell you, I got some bad news for the slackers. They ain't cutting no checks to no lazy niggas, and you got to prove that what you did. Like, so we say post what I was told not to do no more, and I'm not doing it. I'm not telling nobody to post online. And we go to your Facebook, and you don't got shit on the front page, but you post every once a week, and you're not posting a podcast. You're not getting a check. So everybody can post the other shit they doing, but you got to post the podcast. Even though if you ain't on the podcast, you have to post. If you part of Cx1DJs or if you want a friend of us and you want to get a future check, you have to promote the podcast. Because I'm going to tell you what this coach do. This motherfucker, he screenshotting the niggas' pages, anybody that's affiliated with us. And when it's time and this shit start bubbling and we on tour, we got concerts, they're going to like, yo, that person can't be there. Oh, they could be there if they're going to pay for their travel, their plane ticket, their hotel, the ticket to get into the concert. They are not providing no tickets to a motherfucker that ain't working. They told me to stop telling people. Today, I ain't asking nobody to support the podcast no more. But when you see me at some of these concerts that's powered by iHeartMedia or Apple Music, why do you think Apple Music something? Come on now. We on Apple Podcasts, Apple Music. We got to get the Apple. Hey, producer, when you get a chance, we got to make sure it's Skeletor. Because I know you're watching this shit on Roku. You got to make sure you put the Apple Music Podcast. Apple Music Podcast logo. Apple Music is cool. That's for tuning. But that's for the CX1 radio station. But we need the Apple Music Podcast on here as well. Because this podcast is powered by Apple Music. And Apple Podcasts. I said it wrong. It's powered by Apple Podcasts along with Apple Music. And also, I get some good news to tell everybody. The podcast will be on the CX1 2% radio as well. All the shows you hear on YouTube will be on the radio station as well, starting Monday. So but it's going to be on the radio station so other people, the other listeners can hear the shit on the radio station. So start Monday, all the interviews, everything will be on the station. Powered by Apple Music and TuneIn Radio. All right. So I want to thank We got 1 minute to do my thing. So I want to thank the TCAP, the vice president. I want to thank Money, the president of Cx1DJs, and everybody that's watching us on the Roku app and watching us on different browsers, and also that's watching us on YouTube. That's not another thing about YouTube that I found out, y'all. If you're not signed in, you can still watch it, but you won't show up as a viewer. So it's people watching on YouTube, but it won't. I won't get the view. You could be watching on YouTube. Like, you could actually go to YouTube and don't sign in. Like, you could watch it without signing in. And it won't show you. Like, you can't leave a comment or nothing. It won't show a view. I can't even tell you on here. So I know motherfuckers is watching, because it is what it is. And I love. I'm gonna tell you I love my team, but I want to say this before I go. I can't remind. I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna take this 1 minute to say it. I can't remind none of you guys. Listen to me. Anybody that from Cx1DJs, we got over 6,000 members that's been contacting me, emailing Julia Simmons. Because if you're not the president or vice president, you can't call me. Only people I'm taking a call from is DJ Money or TCAP. Everybody else got to email Julia Simmons. That email is juliasimmons646@gmail.com. I'm going to say it again because I see artists and people calling me. Don't fucking call me. If you're not the vice president, only calls I'm taking from Cx1DJs directly, any members, is TCAP, DJ Money. If you're not them two people, you have to email Julia Simmons 646@gmail.com. I'm going to say it again. Julia Simmons 646@gmail.com. That's our PR. That's our publicist. That's the person that's over anything with Cx1DJ Coalition LLC, and along with the Cx1DJs, we do things different podcasts. If you're trying to get an interview on here, it's $1,000. If you don't got a $1,000, please don't goddamn contact us. It's no more. We did our promo already. We did the promo run for 3 months. We did the promo from October all the way to January 1st. We're done with the free shit. Ain't no more free shit. $1,000. We don't need no more content for nobody that don't got $1,000. We got a buku of content to have on our show. So it's $1,000. And guess what? I'm gonna say there's something else to people, because people got the game fucked up. We do not pay for interviews. We will never pay you for an interview. So don't call me. Don't think if you don't. We don't pay for interviews. We get paid for interviews. We get paid for promotion. If you want to promote your brand, your business, your logo, whatever you got going on, please email it to juliasimmons646@gmail.com. I want to thank Quality Control. I want to thank Young Miami people and the whole staff over there for allowing me to do this show with Young Miami content. Okay? Cx1DJs, we do things different, podcasts, Untold Stories, Young Miami. We're going to be posting who we got on Sunday in about an hour. Y'all make sure y'all keep your eye on the Instagram and Twitter and shit like that, and Facebook. And I will say this, we are not going to tell no one to promote. We're not holding nobody. We're not doing it no more. God bless you. I'm going to say this before the camera go off. Do what you got to do. The check is there. You just got to get it. Peace.